From the book, Life Lesson from Epoch. Chapter 3 Wise Lesson Advice Section 11. Family and Leadership. Leadership or guardian should be wise with good knowledge, and at the same time, they should always have a good understanding of the people in need of them as well. Also, to know how would they provide for their needs and to know how it will affect them if given. The same goes for a child. Drugs are never good for a family or a leader. You should never get drunk, and you shouldn't want to drink alcohol. Drugs can take you further than you want to go, keep you there longer than you want to stay, and cost you more than you can ever pay. So if you decide to have a family or become a leader, drugs and alcohol are never a good idea. A child or children cannot be taught by someone who despises him, and the same as a leader who despises his people, and he shouldn't expect his surroundings to grow according to his desire and best wishes for his children's future. The guardian needs to raise a child to do right, because if the child does wrong, then the child will start to lose his freedom, and all of your time and effort that you had invested will be for no reason. A child's behavior can be regulated, but you need to figure out how and what you can do. If a mother doesn't discipline or spank her child, it can mean she doesn't love her child, or maybe it could be that she hates him too, that she may have inherited a want or wish to see her child grow as a failure. Children are the reward of life, and what you present to others represents you. So it's best you take care of your child as if it is your greatest reward, so the world can see them shine, which will enlighten the feeling of being proud, just as an obligation of a leader should be. Keep God first, your lover second, and your business third, but when you have kids, your kids should become first, then God. Raising your child with God is a great educational tool that will allow them to be disciplined with knowledge and with a good sense of human civilization that can encourage them to stay on the right path. A leader should try to do his best as a leader when taking care of business, the same as a guardian when raising a child to be good. You are a provider that might suffer from stress for your effort, and there will be times that you will have to make sacrifices from an unexpected or unwelcoming situation that has appeared in your reality. In addition, you may also endure the consequence or the mistake that can occur from an unfortunate predicament, which is a problem. It may sound like a lot of work when fixing a problem, and you will find a time when a lot of problems need fixing, because life is full of problems that make work a requirement to keep life going with progress. Nothing is perfect, and nothing can become perfect, but when it comes down to the matter of work, doing your best is the perfect pursuit. You should suffer now rather than you suffering later when a situation occurs for a decision to be made, because problems got the potential to grow. If you had decided to be lazy, in your leadership role or being a guardian and duties, just know that is the wrong action to take. Being lazy is just harming yourself along with your future and much more than you ever thought. Becoming or being lazy will affect the ones that are around you, and if you are not benefiting the ones around you, then you are just hurting them. If you are damaging those around you, then you can fail to reach the best outcome in accordance with the desire that you seek to obtain and damage your future. Do what needs to be done first, and not so necessary to start with the things that you want to do first, because always doing the things you want first is different from getting your needs done. You will surround yourself with more setback instead of accomplishments because of your poor decision-making of making your wants more important than your needs. That is the reason why God gave you the wisdom to know better and to know the difference. Leadership and being a guardian is a job that means more than receiving a paycheck or a high five. It's about your dignity and your influence to lead or guide an individual or many individuals in the right direction. You may not know it, but you are a role model that demonstrates your position as what your position should be and gives the best future of an image that you know what the next individual could be or do if given a chance in your position. It may sometimes feel like a battle, but you are not fighting against something, but you are fighting for the best of something or the becoming of it. Just as cultivation, which I will explain a lot more in the next chapter, that you have the option to cultivate a family and being a leader, but you must have a good reason to do so first. You can cultivate your family, but you should know you have to work to provide for your family and provide results as a leader as well. I have brought it up because cultivation can be looked at as being isolated for a benefit, And having a job often causes separation from your family, just as a leader that's working on his duties when others below him may have not witnessed his efforts behind the scenes. Now as a leader, you can cultivate, but you should be doing the things that you had campaigned on that made you a leader or had mentioned previously to your team, co-worker, or boss. Your campaign of speeches or your word of wisdom can be cultivated so you can build on your ideas or find better ones in the future. When you had signed up to become a leader, you should already have a plan or plans in place to work on, just like a parent getting ready to have kids and knowing that they will need to provide for them. After you finish the plans that you begin with, then you can cultivate to follow up on those plans for the better, and using wisdom is helpful at that stage. You can cultivate to create more or improve the plans that you already set in motion. Cultivation takes time and effort that can be considered a second job, which I will explain more about in the next chapter. From the book, Life Lesson from Epoch by Meshach Ford, out now on Amazon.